So once again, let's go ahead and cover over the top. This is a hot topic always, because almost everybody is coming in over the top, and they're missing one key ingredient. How do they get themselves to their lead leg and let the club shallow or fall back a little bit behind them, so when they bring their hands back through, they're going to be hitting it slightly from the inside? Well, what happens with most folks is they take it back for a variety of reasons. Maybe they sway, maybe they cup their wrists or get too vertical going back, and the face opens up and their arms squish up because they don't have a good turn, and they're pulling the club down. When you pull the club back in front of you, the face is going to stay wide open. It has a very hard time trying to square, and so when we end up coming into the ball, you're pulling it down, and we have to flip to save the ball, save the shot, which we don't want to do. We want to come in there with quiet hands after we shallow and work it around the corner. Now we're using the #1 teaching aid ever invented, the PlaneMate, to help us do that, but you don't actually need this to actually make it work. So I have 3 balls set up on tees, just trying to get that feel. We're not trying to hit a really complicated shot, we just want to get the feel of the shot. We're going to get set up relatively narrow with our feet, maybe weight a little bit forward, 55%. And we're going to take the club back very vertically, but with a flat left wrist. And then we're going to shift our weight to our front leg. As I do that, I'm going to let the club drop. You can see from this angle it drops a little bit that way. And from this angle, it's not just this way, it's also a little bit back. So it's kind of at a diagonal. When I do that, you can see the wrist changes its orientation. Now this wrist bone is up in the air and the club face has rotated. Now it's set underneath our hands. We're ready to rotate in as we come into the shot and hit it. So let's review that again. We're going to pick it up. We're going to let it drop as we shift our weight into our front leg. Then we're going to use that energy in our front leg to rotate back around. Let's see it in a real smooth action. One thing I don't want to do is drop the hands to do it. We want the club head to drop so our hands can go right back down that same path. Let's give it a go. Not bad, a little left. My body was a little bit slow. Let's try one more time. I'm going to pick it up, shift, and then bring it around. It's a little quick and out of sorts. Let's see if I can get one more. Let's see if I can sequence it up to shift and then use my lead leg. Shift and then use your lead leg. Not every shot has to be perfect. We're working our way towards a feeling that we're trying to create. Okay, a little bit better, but if you practice this, whether you're using the PlaneMate or not, make sure we're taking it back, getting the club vertical, and as we shift or pressurize the lead foot, let that club fall a little bit and then leave it as we rotate around to our arm parallel. Practice this little knockdown shot and your ball striking will improve dramatically.